What go on, Mr. Maps?
What's good?
Easy, man. I don't know why you're laughing.
I'm laughing because this is mad. Like, this is definitely some new territory. It's crazy, but we're gonna figure it out one way or the other. We figured out the audio thing.
Yes,
we figured that out.
Also, so, the people them have been crying for a thing,
bro.
All this. When are you doing visual? Hey, when are you doing what? When are you on YouTube? But here we are. We're here.
Do the thing.
It says corner.
Yeah.
It says figil.
So anyway, welcome back, guys. It is another episode of 6 Foot Weights, your favorite hour with your favorite cheese boys. My name is Tabo.
My name is Senna.
And how are you yelling, bro? How are you?
No, you must enter with verve.
Energy. There's no need for that.
Energy, Tabo.
Exactly. Sorry. But anyway, it is what it is. And we are back again. It's not... We skipped last week. This apparently won't make it for this week. So, what are we doing with that, actually?
We're just going to tell the people to be strong, bro. There's no other way.
There's no way.
We'll just have to tell the people them to be strong. But to be honest, last week we couldn't record because obviously you were traveling.
Yeah.
And then we just decided, let's skip it to next week. But then when you eventually got here, we're like, let's do the idea of visual, which is harder to set up than we thought. Guys,
just get 2 mics, get on Zoom, and do this thing. It's just this is.
I respect YouTubers after today because what a wow. So, anyways, it's unlikely that this will drop in time, but it's fine. We'll just tell the people what's what.
If y'all see what the room looks like, bro. It's actually mad. But on that note, obviously we have to say a really, really, really big thank you because we had a couple of people who helped us out to set this whole thing up. So obviously with Pana's the one who's kind of doing this via Bluetooth, connecting us with the right people, giving us advice on how to do this whole video element in terms of doing it well, doing it properly. And he's the one who's editing this whole thing even. And then also, secondly, shout out to Nati, came through on short notice to set up the audio for the boys.
Yeah.
So, hopefully we can do them justice.
Of course.
Drop some heat.
Drop some fire. That's what
we
do.
Are you ready?
I'm ready, dog. You know me, I stay ready.
It's so funny when you're like, when you do this thing, like, Sisok, this is the first time ever in, 60-something odd episodes that we've ever sat next to each other
to do it.
Fist bump.
Are we?
Fam.
We move.
It's glorious. But anyway. I think we move into, what do we normally do? Housekeeping, right?
We normally do housekeeping. See, this camera thing is...
It's
pressure. It's different.
No, it's like... Because normally, I have my notes close by, I'm comfortable, I'm just, I'm doing my thing. But, it's just like, where am I looking? What am I doing? Like, there's the me cam, there's the us cam, and then the you cam. It's just like so many cams.
Yeah.
Cam. Anyway, so a few people, shout out to Bear, she probably got that reference. But yeah, going into housekeeping, there's really nothing from my side. Obviously, if you're watching this on YouTube. So if you're watching this on YouTube, like pause right now. You don't even have to pause. Just subscribe to the thing, Just literally. The thing. I don't even know if we can put the little
icon.
If Panda is a genius, just here, put the drop. Yeah, there. Just subscribe there, and then do the thing. But yeah, that's it from my side. What's more?
No. I just echo your sentiments. I did IP Thursday last week, didn't I? I did.
I don't know. I was traveling. Oh, it's Toblerone.
I did an IP Thursday in Toblerone. I always know that people like it when all of a sudden the following just goes up. So I'm like, oh, okay, must have done something right there.
Yeah.
So last week's IP Thursday was on Toblerone. So basically it was about the shape of the chocolate tubble. So you know how it comes in a triangular shape? Like that, the whole pyramid. And they got individual pyramids in it. So another company in the UK tried to copy that whole design. But their argument was because, I think in 2016 or something like that, Toblerone decided they were going to cut down on the number of pyramids in the actual slab by adding more space, right? So those guys then said, well, since you've changed the shape, you don't have protection for the Toblerone in that same sort of state anymore. And what that happens is you're no longer using the shape as you registered it, right? Whole big argument. I'm not sure if they were making sense or they were just, taking a piss when they did it. It was never going to work. So Toblerone maintained their right. But it also brings the question of shape trademarks, right? Mm-hmm. What's the difference between that and the Kit Kat case? Remember the Kit Kats, they lost their rights in the EU. Mm-hmm. So it was interesting. Go check it out on my social media. I was stunned to find out that Prof had never had a Toblerone in his life. I was shocked how I disbelief my own brother. He was like, me Toblerone anyas.
It's not that deep, and it's expensive for no reason.
It's a nice chocolate.
No, it's not.
No, it is. Like literally the whole, the shape and oh, dude, it's nice.
It's like Hershey's. It's just brand. It's just excellent brand.
But they did well with the whole different thing. Yeah. Because everyone else is a rectangular bar. They came with their triangular bar, and that worked for them.
I mean, again, it's one of those things where, like I said, great brand. As a kid growing up, all in onto Toblerone, I was like, oh my gosh, this thing must be amazing. And it turns out that it's really not that amazing. I had it, I was like, right.
It was great. I feel like I'm going to buy one after this.
Cadbury is actually better, in my opinion, than Toblerone. Yeah, by far.
No.
By far.
No.
Literally. Anyway, let's move into the mains. See, this one we didn't even talk through our thing. So off the fly, we're just going to
because usually we actually go down okay, so we're going to talk about this, talk about that. I think today we're just so obsessed with getting the cameras and the sound and everything. It's like, but it is what it is. We move.
Oh, man. Anyway, okay, cool. So let's start with, obviously, we're together. I'm in Cape Town.
Yes.
Had to come and fetch this guy because he just doesn't want to come to Dubai for whatever reason.
Got a couple of things I make a shitload of money.
He does. The case. Say that's rich.
Guys, man, broke.
If we turn the camera, there's a Range Rover down there with Sender's name on the license.
Everyone knows I drive a Polo. Everyone knows I drive a Polo.
Anyway, I'm here. It's been lit. It's been a great couple of days. I mean, we've shared snippets and stuff like that on social media of some great times. And I think let's start with your push-ups.
Oh, wow.
I think we need
violence.
I think we have to start there because what I don't understand personally is we were grooving. Everybody's lit, everybody's having a good time. The bottles are there, like smart shandies. And then next thing, I talaz to my right and I see Senna was here and now he's not anymore. Like, what's going on? And lo and behold, guys doing my press ups, Chimba, weights.
Funny guy. No, man. What happened? I'm not the one who started it, though. But you saw that.
But I didn't say you started it.
Okay, I'm just putting it out there. I'm not the one who started
during the people.
Can I just say I'm not the one who started the push-ups?
But why?
Disclaimer for all the people.
Why
I'm
was
not
it
the
necessary?
one who started the push-ups. All right, so this is what happened, right? So obviously we're at Ayepe, Kumnandi, the music, the Yanos, energy's up. Yeah. We've had,
shout out to Ayepe, bro. That is the joint is popping.
Yeah, the one here in Cape Town.
Yeah, it's popping.
I've never been to one in Pretoria, but I assume that one pops even more.
Yeah,
but I don't know. The one in Cape Town was lit.
I wonder if Pretoria
But anyways, so the Yanos are playing. Everything is nice. By a cool table, there's bottles. The vibe is nice. And then I look to my right, and my youth, Paul, and the other friend Beggy, right?
Yeah.
I see them doing push-ups, right? They weren't even doing them right.
Beggy definitely wasn't.
As a respectable member of Umpagati.
Yeah.
I was like, let me correct the guys.
Okay.
And show them how you do push-ups. That's when I stepped in to demonstrate how you do them. It's not like I randomly, Tell me it seemed like I randomly just got up let me tell you guys in the middle of Osho and I went down and then
So this is what
that actually is the truth.
This is what this gentleman actually did. He saw other guys doing push-ups. And in the spirit of the gains are shaki, he was moved. And he was like, there's no way, Mina, I can be here with my muscles. Actually, people have been flexing
for who?
No,
I'm not flexing.
I know you want to flex.
Nah, brother, gains have shagged.
So you don't even want to flex?
I'm not flexing for anyone.
Bro, do you know how many people? How many people over 30,000 streams? People are like, yo, listen, how buff is this nigga?
You must just go to my Instagram.
Hey, look at this guy marketing his Instagram. Hey,
no, like for real.
Follow me, yay. But anyway, this is what happened. So Senna, it felt formal. He saw people working out. He's like, no, there's no way they can't do it without me. Then he ran over, and I was like, what is this guy doing? And then the next thing, hands on the floor, push-ups. And so many people were just looking at like, yo, they just be really letting anybody in this motherfucker.
Hey,
anyone in gym for one get a clap video.
The good thing is, like a proper gym bro, I didn't do what other gym guys do, where you just randomly go around picking up short people. That's actually disrespectful.
Bad. That's actually bad. Oh,
so I literally just went. We did the push-ups. It was just to correct the guys. Like Biggie was humping the floor basically. Like he wasn't even doing it right. The motion was on some.
Yeah, no.
I was like, huh?
It's like, is he working his triceps? Or like, what's
okay, fine, sharp, cool, bro. And then I just decided to correct the voice, and that's what I did.
Okay.
I'm just explaining the video. I feel like there's been a lot of things that Tabo's posted over this week that requires context and explanation.
Absolutely not.
I need to rectify some because I think I've been trending today.
Yeah.
So what's today? Wednesday. I've been trending
today.
Yeah,
there's your other picture as well, which you...
No, that one I also need to explain, right? There's a problem with grooving with Tabo. Tabo always has his phone ready to take like embarrassing pictures and snaps and whatever. Catch you in 4K doing some weird shit.
Actually,
what?
There's a problem.
What problem?
I just forgot.
Yeah.
Now we can continue.
Exhibit A.
We can continue.
AirPods in an unnecessary setting.
Hey, what do you say, man?
But we'll get into that just now.
Listen, I'm ready.
No, we'll get into it just now. It's fine. It's okay. So, we're at... Where were we? Kibana.
Yeah.
Right. We're at Kibana. Gumnandi. Same thing as the Yanos, the vibe, the table,
Yeah.
The bottles. Everything is nice. Everything is cool. I got a voice note from a friend of mine. It wasn't even like I'm in trouble or I did something.
Those facial expressions,
as you guys were insinuating. So I just need to clarify.
Hopefully we can throw it in the ad.
I just need to clarify, right? So I get the voice note. She had sent me a song, right? It was like, listen to this tune. So I'm listening to the tune. Now, because I didn't expect it, obviously I don't have my earphones or anything with me. I'm just, right? Why are you carrying other things to groove? But then I'm trying to listen so I can reply now. Because I wasn't sure if I was going to get the chance to respond later.
Yeah.
Because I think she may have been offline later on. But anyways, long story short, I listened to the thing, but I can't make out the song that's playing in the background. I'm trying to listen.
Why didn't you just leave?
Like, go out of the groove.
Yeah, just jump out.
But I was hoping that I can, catch it. So I'm listening to the tune, and then eventually I can't hear, so I'm like, okay, let me shut out the sound. But I'm carrying a glass on one hand, right? I'm carrying a glass on one hand.
Oh, man.
It was Coke and something, so I'm like, boom. And then I still couldn't make out the song. So that's why the facial expression then changed to... I'm trying to hear what it is. I couldn't even hear what song it was, unfortunately. So Tabo, mid that moment, caught the picture. This is what I'm saying. Grooving with Tabo was a stress. Put in 4K, out of context. Now you have to come on a podcast to provide context.
Yeah, you must always be ready. No, but again, the moment was perfect because I was like, nah, I have to snap that. Like, it was just like you said, the class there, the phone there, and I'm just like, and the expression on the face also. It was one of stress, bro. And I mean, again, the Twitter people agreed because they've been memeing the shit out of that picture. Shout out to everybody on Twitter that has been memeing this thing.
No,
you guys are awesome. They're funny as hell.
Each and every single one. Suing for copyright infringement.
Agula.
Of my image. Well, you own the copyright in the picture.
Thank you.
But my image. It's my picture.
It's for free for you people. Go to town, tag us, tag 6 Foot Weights on Twitter, and come up with some fire memes because
No, they've been hilarious.
This is our content giver.
They've been hilarious. I won't lie. They've been funny. So someone actually sent them to the person who sent the voice note. They're like, bruh, they having your boy there on the street. So she sends me all the screenshots to be like, hey, my G, Badlala Ngawe out there. I'm like, bro.
Is she on Twitter?
No. Thank God. Yo.
That's a whole other story.
We're not having that conversation though.
Okay. Me, I'm chilled. I'm each. Me, I'm alright. I'm good. But anyway, no, Mr. Moyo. Yeah, you look like you're Goishi personally. You're just being told, okay, go,
What was the funniest one? The funniest trend of them all was, hey, Sena, when are you posting us? When are you posting me? I'm like, oh, guys, why? This is like when I went on holiday and then I came back and now I'm like, hey, Sena, got engaged. I'm like, guys, Njani.
He really did get engaged.
I did not.
Guys, there's a ring on his finger.
There's no ring on my finger.
Oh, I mean, so like it. Anyway, no.
I think I've reached the point where even if my relationship status changed, I'm probably not telling y'all. You go to town with it.
I will tell you guys.
No, you won't. No, you won't.
I got you. I will tell you guys. But anyway, part of this again, this whole experience. I haven't been to Cape. I haven't traveled really this far since
beginning of 2020.
No, since 2019, is it?
No, March 2020. Was
March. Yeah, March. Yeah. So last year in March. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So we started the podcast literally 2 months after you left Cape Town, and then we haven't seen each other
since then.
So it's literally almost 2 years.
One thing that I wanted to touch on in South Africa, I don't even know how you guys have like the Delta variant and whatever, because like that amount of sanitization in this country, like I'm like, yo, guys. You walk into a store. I walked into KFC one of these random days, and the lady who was at like the sanitizer, she wasn't there. Maybe coffee break, or something. Yeah. But she saw me like walk past, and I was there in the line, and she said, "Hey, Pooty, yeah." I'm like, hey. Like, I'm like, guys, like, is it that, like, again, in Dubai it's different. So like in the mall, when you walk into a mall or like a complex or whatever, there's always, sanitizer ready, right? Yeah. Get the item yourself. If you're in a cab, the cab driver normally will have, especially with like the premium cabs, like your Uber.
They'll have something there that
your Uber, what's it? Uber Black equivalent, right? They'll always have bottle in the back, sanitized. So it's like, but it's very optional. Yeah. But here, it's like, I can't even walk into a store holding my phone because the guy would just come. Like, I'm like, guys, like, and it's like they don't even give you enough. That's the thing that kills me. They don't even give you enough to like properly clean your hands or whatever. It's like fast, and I'm like, okay, once I do this, it's like it's just for my palm. Yeah. Whereas you're supposed to have enough to, get inside, get in and out.
So one of the big things, the COVID regulations here have been. A lot of them have been stupid, in my opinion. No, they have been, Tim, to be honest. Think about it. We went to the waterfront today. Yeah. So you walk into the waterfront, there's sanitizer literally at the entrance, every single entrance. You sanitize when you come in, right? Yeah. So we sanitize, we get to Woolworths, which is literally 10 meters from the entrance. Yeah. We sanitize again. And in my head, I'm just like, bro, just
like right there.
Just there. But I think they have a memo. Every establishment is being told to maintain a thing, the sanitizer spray, and where possible a COVID register. So, like if you go to a restaurant, they'll always ask someone to fill in. But that makes sense, right? Yeah. To trace if there's someone who's been exposed, then you can trace and see, okay, this is Wagwan. Yeah. But the sanitizing thing, I echo your sentiment. It's annoying in the sense that you sanitize at the entrance and then again when you walk in. Now, the big problem with that, my opinion is, I walk into Woolies, different brand. I walk into Truworths, different brand. Yeah. I walk into Game, they're also hitting me. And then I walk into ShopRite, Pick and Pay, I'm sure it's not just water or spirit or whatever. Because I swear, some of them smell terrible. Some of them are like, by the
Some
time
of
you
them kind of
leave.
thick. The others, I'm like, hey, like
One of them at one of the sweet shops we went to actually triggered my allergies. No lie, like.
Yeah, this guy started sneezing. He was like, I was like, yo, what's good? And first,
No,
like one sneeze, I'm like, alright, cool, what? And another one. I was like,
Oh
like,
no,
nah.
Shem, if you grew up with me proper, you'd know that my allergy situation is lit. So actually, I could
You told me my allergies. Where have you ever seen that, guys? Like, bro, no, what?
everyone has. It's just that you
No,
people.
there's allergies,
Abantu abamnyama labeling ngakwazi ukuthi, okay, I have allergies. It's like black people who don't admit that they're lactose intolerant. All they say is, cha kuliyangigijimisa, obviously liyangigijimisa. No, bro, you're lactose intolerant. Like, lo kuyasuzisa. Hey, cheese angizwani la. No, you're lactose intolerant. There's a name for that. Mina ngesamba ngiyathimula ngikwazi indaba. You have allergies. Get allergics.
Oh,
black people, we don't diagnose these things. That's what I'm saying. I immediately, once that, it was one of the fancy suit shops. I think it was Hugo Boss, right?
Yeah.
So we went there to look for this motherfucker suit. We get there.
Actually, yours, not even mine. But anyway, it's fine.
Whatever. So we get there, fa. And because these shops try and make it fancy, right? Unlike the other ones, our Pick and Pay, where I'm sure they're not just being water at this point. They try to make theirs centered and nice and whatever. The moment it hit my hand, I do this. I just... then my thing. Immediately, my allergies just went... Now I started sneezing.
Now you had white people looking at us all like, bruh. I'm like, I don't even know this guy. Like, I don't know this cat. But anyway, no, Cape Town has been hella fun. With the boy. Just 6 foot weights. Podcast. One thing that I do love about being here is definitely the curfew. I love the curfew. And why I love the curfew is because in any other establishments around the world, right?
Yeah.
Typically, like when you're in uni or pre-COVID, when would the party really start thumping? Like at Cubana or wherever you go, Rockets, when would people really start showing up? Around 10,
11.
That's where people start to, 12, that's when it's like, you know what I mean? Like, but let's say still has a curfew where by 12 a.m. everybody needs to be in their houses. Which is great. Because now when you show up to Cubana at 7 p.m., it's full. And it's already thumping. And the DJ is already hitting his set because he knows, I've got 5 hours.
Yeah.
And I need to get paid for these 5 hours. And everybody's in there. Tables are set. Everything is moving. And
Quickly.
I love that. It's very efficient. Midnight, it's very, very efficient. Not this 3 in the morning. What are we doing at 3 in the morning?
That's what it means.
No. Listen.
What was the point of
some of us are
grooving
gainfully employed. Now you can groove midweek without any issues, fam.
Oh yeah, we did that
issue.
the other day.
Yeah.
Literally on a random Tuesday.
Now you can go up and like, guys, let's have some fun.
But what I will say is, those regulations are also stupid. I get it, you're trying to limit the numbers, but in the sense that now, Club Ikwele at 7, 8, 9, 10 were all on each other, breathing the same air. Sister Bettina comes on, people forget there's coronavirus. Then all of a sudden you want to tell me that 12 COVID is like, I ask these guys. I've left the building. I'm not here no more. And the funny thing is the whole day, we're basically living life as if Aiko, right? Yeah. We get to a restaurant, you put on your mask just to show them that you have it.
Yeah, the side, every store that you walk into, any establishment that you walk into, no mask, no entry.
Exactly.
As soon as you enter, like literally, the door is here, you step one step in, the mask comes off. And I'm just like, guys.
And that's the silly part of it, right? So it's like, are you telling me that when the club closes at 11, COVID is like, Danko?
Yeah, that's what COVID is, out roaming the streets.
Nah.
After 11, like, statistically speaking,
rather, what's more effective?
COVID cases spike after 11.
What's more effective is if you say club owners, right, limit the number of people that come into the establishment at a time. I don't think that's been happening because the way Cubana was packed on Saturday and Ayep on Friday, thankfully me, I've been vaccinated.
I don't even know where you got the space to do your press-ups. It was that
there was space. There was space.
I know, but yeah, no, AABF is popping, guys. Like, hey, if you're in a vicinity where that establishment is there,
Tabo recommends you go.
I recommend you go. I mean, one I've been seeing. Also, I forgot to. We can transition into this one real quick. Conquer. Did you see some of the stuff on?
Oh
socials?
yeah. Because that's the club in Soweto, right? It's like
Yeah.
bougie and fancy and all these things.
Hey, yimi loyo. Ngiphlomele nshasa Mrs. Family Hub lapha ekonka lapha eSoweto. Wafika la makhotma lawa adelelayo lawa abubana abo-influencer. Zathi veve ngadazi ngithole kahle. Ngathi ace zathi veve. Ngathi ace zathi veve. Ngathi ace nama-Hub Life 5. Zathi Don Perignon. Ngathi Don Perignon vintage. Zathi Don Perignon, ngathi Don Parangong vintage. Zathi Don Parangong godqina, ngathi Don Parangong vintage nama-Hub Life 10. Ay ngabona sithuka abogel babo basondela bathi, hey guys, can we smoke with you? You've got too many pipes, too many Hubblies. Ngathi ne joinani bogel. Sasithathela itafule, sasithathela nabogel.
I saw the clip of someone or some people had 16 bottles of Ace of Spades.
How much is one bottle of Ace of Spades?
When you looked it up, it said in the club.
This is how you know that me and Tabo are different.
No, I
don't know.
I saw a screenshot of someone who looked it up. I don't know these. This is now above my tax bracket.
Course. Even that doesn't believe you, bro.
Nah. Listen, guys. So, according to Google, right, it says that it's about 16,000 or 17,000 rand
A bottle.
per bottle.
Those are other people's salaries.
That's what it said on the Googles. So I don't know who's got, like, again, so obviously there was a lot of opinions. Hey, these guys are renting out the bottles. They're only gonna drink 3.
Oh, that actually happens in like South Africa, right?
Really?
Yeah, you can actually rent bottles to come put at your table. So what happens? You rent the bottles. You know what happens? The girls them come. So you know how at Cubana you have to pay a certain amount to get a table.
Yeah, minimum spend.
Minimum spend. They'll say maybe they say 10K.
Yeah.
So say 10,000 rand. Sit at the table, right? Now imagine me and you and all the homies we come together like, okay, guys, let's put all our monies 10K.
Yeah.
We've got the table. Now to spend another 16, whatever. Not saying that it's not possible.
Yeah.
Like there's guys who make that money.
Yeah.
It's really possible.
It's possible.
Now, but then you want the girls them to come. And girls will come if they see what you have on your table. Like, oh, okay. They've got good bottles. Okay. They come, they chill, don't touch the bottles, don't open them. End of the night.
So we would be like, hey, don't touch.
Well, obviously, they're not going to open them.
Yeah,
Well, unless they papa.
I saw a lot of ones pappering there. I saw people pappering in those clubs. I would never rip bottles because from what I've seen,
Abantu ba papa. They'll open it.
Imagine.
And then you have to pay for it, right?
Exactly. We've rented the items and we're like, nah, nobody here's got 16 G's. And then somehow you go to the bathroom, you come back, someone is going, nah. Clear the whole thing, dog. Clear the whole thing. I'd not be sure.
It's just for the aesthetics, so that your table looks cool and looks like you're popping, which is silly, guys. I feel like club
so
culture needs to change. I haven't gone out. Before you came,
Yeah.
I hadn't gone out like since my birthday in April, and
Really?
before that, it was months before COVID even arrived. So the only reason I came was like, the boys are here, let's do it. But club culture, when you look at it, sometimes like it's a whole lot of stupid behavior, which
make sense.
is financially unjust.
Buy you. I think if you're a squad, buy like I think 2. What's reasonable? Let's say from 7, right?
Yeah.
Anywhere between 5 to 10. Buying anywhere between 2 to 6 bottles, anywhere in that region.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Once you release a 6,
Why?
like why are you buying 6 bottles of Jameson
At the club as well.
at the club? Like, but
Double
like,
the actual
genuinely, why? Like, I know there's people that drink and stuff, right? But like, why? Like, I don't think it's necessary. Once you release a 6, I think
It's a market.
It now becomes unnecessary.
Here's the thing: the club is a marketplace in itself. It's not just there's people who aren't there for a good time. There's a whole lot of social capital being traded. There's a whole lot of maneuvering and trying to impress the hands and trying to stunt on the girls, on the guys as well. So that's what's happening most of the time, right? It's not necessarily Uguti. People are just there for a good time and that's it. Maybe me and you will go there because guys, it's Friday, the boys are here, let's go out. You know, some guys are there to flex, and other guys are just there to flex on y'all or just get girls. That's it, really.
Nah, I think it's unnecessary because at the end of the day, even if you're there to flex on people,
Yeah.
it's like, okay. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like most people are there to have a good time. You know, dance, drink, you know, hey, turn up. So it's like, even if I'm there and I see a table has like 20 bottles, I just look and I'm like, why? You know, like that's the first question that comes to my mind.
That's
like,
you.
Why?
Some guy will look at it and say, I want to be those guys. And then the girls will look at it, I want to be with those guys. And then they'll go be with those guys. To me and you, in as much as we may be able to afford it, it's a stupid waste of money.
Guys, invest that money. Invest.
I was waiting for
Let's
that.
talk about it, right? This is why we're here today. Honestly speaking, you shouldn't even be buying bottles. Pre-game, at your place, some nine, right? You know, you not just need one or two to just, you know, take you over the top. And then all that other money, that 1,000 rand, 1,300 rand for the JB, or the 1,800 rand for the Henny, whatever it is, right? Put that in the, you know, in a mutual fund. Put that in a mutual
I
fund.
also wonder if furniture shops know that guys at Cubana and all these places are charging 10,000 rand just for a table. Like, I wonder if Joshua Doe and Bradlow's, Deco Fern, they know that when they sell us tables, when they sell us tables, the guy at Cubana will come and be like, right, to sit here.
Right. No, it's actually, I mean,
Guys,
personally,
it's
I
ridiculous.
wouldn't mind owning it.
No, but have you ever thought about club culture just laughed at each other?
It's unnecessary, guys. It's unnecessary, but I will do it for the music. Music, pops.
The music has been popping.
Yeah, but no, that stuff at Conker. I've seen it at different clubs.
Speaking of which, on the same note, in Dabama bottles and whatever, right?
Yeah.
So on Friday we went to a pip.
Yeah.
It was popping.
Yeah.
I've not that we'd ever. Had I ever done this whole bottle service thing? Probably once
Yes,
or
you
twice
have.
in the past.
Yes, you have.
Okay,
Yes,
fine,
yes,
I
you
have.
have.
So what happens at these places for guys who don't go out much, you order a bottle and then girls will bring them to your table with like these, you know, fireworks and don't lights. Music is playing in the background. It's basically like, you know, it's nice. The girls, them look pretty. They're wearing short, skimpy things.
Yeah.
So Tabo wasn't looking.
I wasn't even there, first of all. Like, you put me in the club.
Yeah, I'm just
I wasn't
saying.
in the club. And I was at home.
Okay.
This is all alleged. Me, I wasn't there, guys.
Alright.
Like, please,
So,
don't. You were there.
Okay, fine. Mina, I was there.
Right.
Personally, I saw these
Tell me
girls
your
were wearing
story.
these short blue items.
Okay.
And just black bikini tops. That was it. And
That's
heels.
dangerous.
Yeah, bruh. Hey. So they come with the bottles. They put them down, and then they. When I say going to the club, this is what I mean. So they wave the bottles,
Yeah.
and then they put them down, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the bartender, waiter person comes, he opens them, and then party begins. The whole thing, I was just looking at it like this is some funny shit. So, anyways, on that note, I found that like to be cultural surprise. So I was like, oh, okay, it is what it is. We move on.
Yeah.
Today on Twitter, Ayempe was trending the whole day.
Okay.
So I'm like, so I go to see why they're trending, and it's because of an ad that they posted for bottle service girls.
Yeah.
Those girls we saw on Friday, right? So in the spec, they had...
Those girls you saw on Friday.
Because I saw it. So in the spec, they had a whole bunch of things, right? But so it said must have, I think, 2,500 followers on Instagram.
Oh,
They
that's
must
mad.
be well-mannered,
Yeah.
well put together.
Okay.
I don't know what well put together means, but I guess it just means go to sport as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Must be comfortable in heels.
Okay.
Above
That's
the age
fair.
of 22.
Absolutely.
Must be slim and small in stature. That got them to trend the whole day.
Yeah.
Literally the whole day.
Think peace to hey! Cut!
Go for it again.
Think peace Twitter. Wow.
So Think Peace Twitter
Yes.
had a field day. For obvious reasons, right? Because they feel like, well, why can't it just be open to all women who are above a certain age? Why must it just be slim or of a small body type, or of a small body size? There were varying takes on this, but the overwhelming majority was it's discrimination against more bigger women or more rounded women who have more weight. What do you think of that, Mr. Map? Do you think it's justifiable that they say that? There were other people who were like, no, IAPF is well within their rights to do that. It's their business. We can't pretend that that doesn't sell.
Yeah.
Because, for example, Miss SA does the exact same thing. Like, you'll never see a woman of a bigger body size on Miss South Africa. You'll never see a woman of a bigger body size on a Red Bull ad or in modeling in general, right?
Yeah.
What's your little 2 cents on that?
So, honestly speaking, I think I'm kind of in the middle in the sense that slim and small, come on, you can get tall and slim, you can get, kind of slim, thick, I don't know, whatever.
I think we know what they meant.
So, I think, okay, so if we're looking at it, just kind of straight up, right? Mm-hmm. I genuinely believe that, yeah, AAPF is right to be like, this is what we're looking for, right? I think I have a problem when people have this culture of everything's this is fuck, right? Like, I don't think it's necessary. If they come and they say, right, for a certain club, for the bouncers, we only want guys who can bench 180 kilos, that type of thing. Or we only want guys who are dark skinned and have dreads. And then light skinned niggas are, hey, I want to be bouncers too. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, guys, if that's what they're looking for, that's what they're looking for. Like, we shouldn't have this mentality every day. So when this is fine, hey, why am I not included? Like, I get inclusivity, but in this particular sense, if that particular business says this is what we want, then I think it's fair for them to be like, yeah, this is the type of, because, people shouldn't pretend, sex doesn't sound. The reason why there's 16 bottles of Ace of Spades on the table is part of that aesthetic. They want the sparkers, they want that babe, and what. Like, you're looking at it from a profit point of view to be like, hey, this is what sells. So I don't necessarily think that's bad. Like, again, I'm not too, if I was a club owner, I wouldn't be too picky on the type of woman that I want. But maybe that's why I'm not a club owner,
Okay. My 2 cents? It's discriminatory. It is, dog. It is.
I'm a buzzwords.
Hear me out. No, it's not even a buzzword. But I think even legally speaking, it's discriminatory. I mean, we're moving into a world where we're saying, right, no to discrimination on the basis of anything, right, for any job. But once we're maintaining certain standards and certain look, imagine if that ad says white girls only.
Then white girls only.
No, that wouldn't fly.
Let it fly.
It wouldn't fly. And historically, right, we're now in a world or a situation where you want to get more equality, you want to get more people involved in all walks of life, right? So modeling, it can't just be slim women that continuously make it.
True.
Fashion, it can't just be slim women that are consistently walking the runway. Acting, it can't just be buff niggas that are consistently getting the roles. I mean, that's how you...
Which it's not, but...
But if you look at it in the 80s, right? Rambo, Stallone, Schwarzenegger, Van Damme,
because,
Terry Crews,
also
Wesley Snipes, they were all big buff
because that's
niggas.
what the audience wanted to see.
Exactly.
Right?
But we all understood that, actually, what we're doing eventually is we're now removing a whole population of people from participating in those jobs. It's the same even with the Avengers,
when
right?
did Back to the Future come out? Like, that movie had, like... There was no buff person on there.
But I mean, for the most part.
Nah,
I think for the most part.
For if you're talking about action stars, then yes. But there's other genres that there was no drama where they were like, we need to get a buff nigga in that drama.
Not necessarily, right? I agree with you on that. But I think for the most part, if you look at a lot of roles in Hollywood specifically, even in South Africa to a large extent, a lot of people are getting them based on their looks.
Yeah.
And that can't continue to
No, but I mean, again, if you talk to these guys who do the behind-the-scenes guys, the panels of the world, they will tell you a bunch of things. Hey, this is what looks good on camera. Hey, this is, all this other stuff.
By whose standard?
By whatever, again.
Who told me that, I want this.
But, I'm not an industry expert, but I've heard snippets of conversations where it's like, like, I think we mentioned this a few weeks ago. OT, they go off of archetypes, right? If you want to make it in Hollywood, you need to have the George Clooney look, or they'll be like, you need to have Ben Affleck's jaw. Like, they need to be able to link you to someone else.
Yeah.
To say, okay, you know, you kind of look like this person.
Yeah,
You
and
know?
I can accept that, only to the extent that we admit that it happens, and that they continuously do it. So when you're going for modeling role, maybe they have a picture of Bonang and they're like, "That's the look we're going for."
So what
Slim
do you want
women.
Amaye be able to say on their socials? What would you want them to say?
Anyone should apply.
So okay,
If you're
so
above the age that
even
they
if
want.
so even if at the end of the day they only got short, slim hands, right? Even if those are the only ones who were hired, so long as the ad said everyone can apply. You're
The
okay.
problem with the ad is it speaks voice into the truth. Whereas they'll probably still go on and hire the slim hands anyways. Even if you said any woman applied, they'll probably still go on, which isn't right in itself. But once you actually make it a thing to say, hey, we're canonizing this, we're writing it down to say this is what it is,
Yeah.
we're not making progress in the other way at all. We're not being inclusive to all the other women. Who said, Mina, I want the short, slim hands to come and, here's your bottle.
Maybe it's the stats, fella. Maybe
They
it's
want-
if these guys put the stats like
Maybe I want
right.
BBWs. Like to come and they, you know.
I'm a pipita. What is
With
supposed to trouble when you need
my-
it?
Without my hips to say, hey, here's your bottle.
I mean, maybe, you know, like, but
I understand. I understand why a lot of people are like, but guys, we can't. But at the same time, I get why a lot of people are like, but it's just the way it is. Go for Miss SA and all these guys. It's an uncomfortable truth in our society. The word that was trending today was fat phobia.
Yeah, man.
Sure.
It's like, how when you guys, yes, it is, or yes, not. It's like, you know, I think one of those things where I personally wouldn't be mad, but also, hey, I guess we all have the rights to feel the way that we feel, and you know, put up the pieces that we want to put up.
Yeah.
So, singagutin. But guys in groove, don't compete with criminals. Don't.
Yeah.
Because those guys have got man, and it's like you need to just understand. If you're a one bottle zone, or if you're a 10 Savannah zone, just
There's
there.
a difference between the salary and the maliakas. Can't compute with the maliakas.
Yeah, no. Don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. Because now, Katesa, you look at you and now broke. I'll say that you know, hey baby, let's go out for you can't. Now you want to give the poor girl.
Personally,
Lucky
me it's
Star,
noodles until the end of the month.
Lucky Star and what's his sweet beats.
Bro. Yo.
Hi. Anyway, not even proper milk. So you see milk powder, right? You're now buying Nesquik for the hand, bro. Like, anyway.
Cremora with cereal. My cornflakes neck Cremora.
Bro. You know, I did that once because someone said it slapped. There was this powdered milk. Hey,
Yeah.
try the powder. I was like, nah.
Samura dog.
No, that's it. I was like, nah, chief, you're just comfortable in the struggle now because this is not. It's not even proper.
It's not it.
milk.
It ain't it.
It didn't work. But anyway, what do we have here? Oh, yeah, another thing that happened this week. WhatsApp was down. Facebook was down.
Bro.
Instagram was down.
Yo.
And like, I wish they would kind of send a memo. Like, send me an email.
Hey,
you
guys.
know? Like, send me an email. Hey, the things are down. Because like, when I realized, at first I was like, I texted baby hasn't replied.
Okay.
I was going on. So I took like a 2-hour nap.
Yeah.
I woke up. I'm like, right, nothing. So I text, hey, babe, what's going on? Why are you like just quiet? Message doesn't send. I was like, oh, okay. So it's me. All right. So then I look and I'm like, okay, no, it's still connected to my phone, which was hotspotting. I'm not connected to the network in the building. So I switched networks. I'm thinking it's now going to come a million messages. Nothing.
Dololo.
So now I'm stressed. I'm like, yeah. So again, is the internet in the building down? And then also I'm like airtime. Like,
What's going on?
what's going on? You know,
That time of thinking, shit, I'm in trouble.
yeah, exactly. I'm like, you know the stress I had, right? I was you in that meme day. It's just like, yo, I was like, hey, but it's like I haven't said anything. Really, I know once my phone, switches or the WhatsApp starts going.
Yeah.
I was going to get a message. Yeah, I'll be like, that's what I was expecting. You see?
Yeah.
And I was just like, man, like, what the fuck? Like, how did this happen? Then I check Instagram. It's not refreshing properly, and it still hadn't clicked.
Yeah.
And I never go on Facebook, so it's like, no, I think it must be the data.
difficult?
Then I try YouTube, and the YouTube video is loading. I was like, oh, okay. So like, and I like click on different ones, and they're all loading. Like everything is perfect on YouTube. So the whole time I'm just kind of like, what the hell is going on? So anyway, I eventually jump on Twitter, and the first tweet I see is from Doom saying, "Get his WhatsApp down." I was like, "Oh,
That thing.
that makes sense." Because for a whole 20 minutes or so, I was just stressed. I was just kind of like, bruh, guys, like I don't know what's going on.
Hey.
But it was like, how many hours, bro? Like
It was
4 hours?
a lot of. It was so probably from like
I fell
5 p.m.
asleep.
till like it was 6 hours. It was down for 6 hours up until close to midnight.
Midnight is when I saw most texts coming.
Yo guys, am I talking stage right? Hey,
Did you send an email? How did you communicate? How did you communicate with your friend?
no, but so I called you, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Yeah, well, eventually.
Eventually.
First I sent messages, then I called you because I didn't get a reply. I sent out a message, he didn't reply. I'm like, okay, what's going on? Then I just forgot. I just carried on working because I worked till late.
I don't even matter to you, huh?
No, I sent you a
What if I
message.
had been kidnapped in South Africa? They're now selling my
Who's
organs.
kidnapping you, dog?
These are
You're
very,
like
very,
100
very
and something
valuable
kgs.
organs.
Hey.
My organs are very to buy.
And so anyways, I'm like, okay, the Toblerone hasn't replied. So I go off and then I go on Twitter. And then I see our WhatsApp is on. I'm like, let me call him. So I tried calling you, you didn't answer. And then eventually I'm like, guys, I spent the whole time on Twitter. People were complaining about their relationships being on the line, their talking stages being on the line, everything. So I didn't need to communicate with anyone, fortunately, because I think I'd already sent you a message. Like, you know what, it's fine. Watch TV with my sister. The whole time, it was just chilled. Like, I wasn't cracking as much about anything, really.
No, it was deep.
Did I send an email to a person? I may have. Just hey, yo. Walk on.
I know my boy sent an email. So, given that we cannot communicate, see you tomorrow. It was tough. But at least, Tina, for iPhone people, iMessage was up.
Yeah,
FaceTime
iMessage was up. FaceTime was up.
So it was good. It was all good. It was actually quite peaceful, to be honest. I liked it. Like once I was over the whole, it's not working, I liked the fact that it was just kind of
but
dead space.
No one man should have that much power, guys.
That's
literally
true. Someone needs to check that.
Someone needs to check that because Kabanga, bruh, he can decide today that time. Imagine someone was probably in the middle of a proper fire conversation with their crush. Hey, I'm feeling you, you're feeling me, gumnandi, we're talking. And then next thing, Zuckerberg does this thing.
Bruh.
Now you said, I like you. Or you've said, I should have kissed
you. Or you've said that risky text, and now, instead of waiting for 5-10 minutes to see if she's going to reply, it's like 5 hours.
Yo, exactly,
and
you've sent
like,
that,
shit.
Hey, I've been meaning to talk to you about something. And she goes, hey, what is it? I have a crush on you.
I kind of like you.
2 ticks. Pa.
Blue.
Zuckerberg should search down the internet.
It's like,
now you're there 6 hours wondering, guys, does she like me?
Or maybe if you scoop the marriage. So some guys I know got paragraphs, bro. Yeah, no. And you can't even respond to it. Now you're staring at a paragraph.
Now for the first hour she's thinking this guy ignored me.
Exactly. You have even 2 hours. Now you're cancelled. Now she's like, hey, let me block him.
Block.
Guys got blocked.
Block.
Because of Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
That's just unfortunate.
No, that was and it just kind of shows I'd be frustrated in a world without WhatsApp.
Yeah.
It wouldn't slap, it wouldn't be nice.
Yeah.
I think I just realized that it's such a huge part of my communication, like with anyone, everyone. It's just there, and you're just there like, and you go to IG, nothing. And all left was Twitter, which is great because Twitter was funny on that evening. You guys, the jokes were flying. Like,
Twitter stands.
Yeah,
they were there. Mm-hmm. They were there. But anyway,
someone said, "What is Zuckerberg texting our girlfriends?"
DMing them on the side, bro. That's bad. That's actually quite unnecessary. What's this about men who don't read?
Oh, dude, I saw a tweet the other day. Actually, before I get into the actual tweet, do you read like novels and books and shit?
Nah,
not really. But anyway,
that's not my.
Twilight's a red flag. No, like according to Twitter, a man who doesn't read, red flag. And I was like, how can guys? does someone just wake up one day and think of these red flags and they're like, okay, today, what do I feel like today?
So what if you do audiobooks then instead?
I don't know. That tweet just said. And here's the thing. I'm on average, I average 2 books a year. Which is, and if I finish 2 in a year,
you're proud.
I'm done. I've done good, because the one thing about books is they're very time consuming. I think, dude, I spend the whole day reading contracts and reading law stuff. Now I finished reading, so many valley foot. Like I close the laptop, close the document, open a book, I'm reading again. And reading, it takes a lot of time, of which I feel like I don't have, because there's other things which I feel like I could be doing.
Yeah.
And it's not an activity that I can do with other people, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's always going to be an activity that I do one man, right? If I'm going to go read, I open the book and I read. It's never going to be Tabo, let's go read.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can have reading days. Apparently people do that now. But I much prefer, if I'm going out with someone, to enjoy their company.
Yeah.
And not let's go together to focus on something else. I think that's just a bit weird. But anyways, I feel like that whole tweet was unnecessary. Like, our standards that we're seeing on social media these days, strange.
Yeah, I know.
That's just my 2 cents.
Yeah, I mean, I think just read if you want. I'm a fan of audiobooks. I prefer that. I think that works a lot better. Especially, if you're on the go and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Just like I'm a big fan of podcasts, so like obviously, it just works better.
Also, people who read have this superiority complex.
They do.
Where it's like, oh, you don't go to book clubs. You don't buy books. What are you currently reading? So I can impose my intellectual superiority on you. Doesn't make you smart. It may just mean that you have a lot of time
on your hands. Now we don't.
That's last class.
Please.
Bruh. Then weekends we have people to see, people to please, people to visit.
People I respect it, like if you're like in the train or something like that, who can like sit down and read, like with all of that, especially like rush hour and in and out.
Yeah.
And you can still concentrate. I respect that, bro. Because I wouldn't be able to. Like after one page, I'm like, I need like peace to be able to focus on what I'm reading.
I remember the one time when I had a crush on a girl, and she told me she liked The Alchemist. I read The Alchemist, guys. That book is nonsense. No, like, to be honest, I read The Alchemist. It's boring. It's the story of the boy migrating, and I'm trying to say, okay, maybe there's a bigger life lesson.
Yeah.
I don't even think I got to. I read a lot of it, and I still didn't even get to the end where I was like, I'm happy.
Yeah.
I was like, it was fine. Channel up. It's not even a long book, right? I think I was 3/4 of the way through, and I was still waiting for the wow factor. Like, oh, everyone says The Alchemist is great.
Yeah.
And I just didn't see it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm but this feminist lady.
Shimamanda.
Yeah, but they tried to send me a book there. Comrade.
Did you read that?
I mean, a couple pages.
Okay.
And then I spark notes the rest.
I know, the funny thing is, right, I know all of them. Purple Hibiscus, Americana.
I mean,
I haven't read one.
They're good, but it's just to dedicate that time to just sit down and...
Here's the thing. Also,
I wish I could.
There's many different ways to boost your intellectuality, your grammar, your everything.
What?
Intellectuality.
Is that a word?
I don't know. It sounds right when I say it.
I mean, no, you can get away with it, but it's just like, it's one of those things where it's like, those are cooking words here, Brad.
No, but it has to be intellectuality. I think it comes across well. But anyways, there's different ways to boost your intellectual capital besides reading, right?
Absolutely.
There's so many ways. You can listen to podcasts like 6 Foot Weights, and you may learn a thing or two about stocks and the law and all these things.
Yeah.
I personally learn a lot of things off Twitter, surprisingly, social media. Like, just seeing other people fire their opinions on a social media platform. A lot of it is enriching. TikTok too.
Yeah.
Everything, right? So it's not necessarily to say that reading is the ultimate test of whether you're smart.
Yeah.
Or whether you are a great guy or a great woman. No, it could just be that you have a lot of time on your hand, or people don't like you, so you have more time to read.
People don't like.
No, it could be the case.
Oh man, that's
could
rude.
be the case.
That's rude. Anyway, Mr. Moy, I don't think we have any Siyazama, which is sad. I would have loved to
Do some like
to react to a Siyazama live.
yeah, but it's fine. We've had a couple good ones. We've had
a lot of good ones.
Stay in Cape Town. What are we doing tomorrow?
Tomorrow,
Oh,
I'm
we're
just
going
say bungalow.
Yo, dude, every place in Cape Town wants a freaking reservation. Like, no, they want a deposit.
Pay the deposit.
I mean, I must pay the deposit.
Good
No,
man. You're our host here in Cape Town, bro. You
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
be just out here just the
$250 per person.
It's fine.
Guys,
$250.
when you play with Mbingas, this is what $250 for each person that's coming. I'm not even sure how many people are coming. Multiplied by the number of people. Wow.
It's okay.
Do I look like I have that much money?
This man tell him a chain. Hey, what you worry?
Guys, I've had the chain since varsity.
Nah. This is a rich guy, guys. This is a rich guy. But yeah, no.
Someone once asked me what's the purpose of the chain. Why I always wear it in my pictures.
Yeah.
It's a picture of a lion.
Oh God.
And can I just explain?
Okay, explain.
It's a symbol of bravery and family.
And
Strength.
That's
it.
Throw in your reggae. What?
Wow.
Hey, just said a takeout, killer. Yeah.
No, but
it's
it's
a porn star.
I was young, guys. I was 19. I'm a grown ass man now. But no, it's a symbol of strength and family, and those are values that I hold very close.
And it happens to be the symbol of the Rastafari.
Yeah. Judah, Zion, or what? The Lion of Judah.
Yeah, Lion of Judah.
Yeah.
How is it religion, Yaakov?
I'm not a Rastafari, bro. No, I'm legit.
You still have a lot of, growing to do.
Nah. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
Say that with Jez, that would be hilarious.
So tomorrow we're gonna do the things. So
last
have
day.
a couple. Yeah, ish. I'm actually low key sad, but I'm not going to do it on camera.
You can cry.
Nah, Jack.
I
I don't cry, bro. Why am I crying?
Yeah, I don't cry.
For what?
My heart will cry, my heart will bleed. But you know what? I'm guys.
She must be strong.
No, bro. I can't even
just
be
a
strong
week.
at this point. No, it's not even. You know what? Try going a week without consistent cuddles, bro. Like,
Yeah, you'll be strong. Bro.
nah, bro. It's just like your leg, it just go like this, and it's
Yeah.
just like nah.
It's fine.
May I need,
Tabo, I've been
every morning.
single for how long?
No one has made you breakfast.
I've been single for how long and I'm fine. You'll be fine.
Nah.
You will live.
I
You
wanna
won't
go back
die.
home, bro. Me, I wanna go back home.
Hey, she was going on Twitter and I was like, I'm missing my person.
No,
Hey,
it's time.
Hey, I'm like, how? Like it,
No,
guys,
it's time.
it hasn't been a week.
It's time to go. It's time to go home. I think. Even initially at Viv, I was like, I should stay 2 weeks in Cape Town, but nope. No. I
Delay,
need to
you
go.
should stay 2 weeks, motherfucker.
I need to go see my person. Now I've done my part. It's on you to come to Dubai
Yo.
and experience that life,
Guys,
the Dubai life.
you guys tell me how much drinks there, and each time I feel my wallet shaking.
Nah. There's ways to get around these things, man. You think we're out here paying full price for drinks?
Yes.
Nah. That's a waste of money. That's
How much
financially, that's fiscally irresponsible. We'll talk about that next week. But anyway, I think this has been good.
Yeah.
This was an interesting experience.
It was long overdue as well.
Yeah.
I think we'll work it out.
Yeah.
We'll definitely do another one in the near future.
December.
Yes, December.
We'll do a sign off Adam for Christmas. I think
Yes.
that'll be our finale. We'll do it live. And we'll do it grand, and Pana promised us some drones, so that's also going to be a madness.
Yeah. No, we'll make it happen.
We should do it like, let's go to the Makayas, surrounded by Nko.
Agla Wi-Fi in Klochana, bro.
We don't need Wi-Fi. And
There's no
we'll
Wi-Fi
come back
there.
with the footages. And then
Okay.
we'll edit it with his Wi-Fi. But we just,
Kabanga now showing up. Kabanga now showing up to my grandmother's cabin with cameras. Umngane wami uThabo senze podcast. Ini podcast ya sizayenza lesibayeni laphana cause aesthetic yavuma.
Yeah.
She just give me like sanami siyahlanga.
Aesthetic yamasini.
I'm playing. But yeah, man, it's been good. Shout out to everyone who listens to the thing, watches the thing, seeing as we are now watchable as well. Which is, yeah, man, it's been great. It's been great.
I don't even know, like, I feel like I was supposed to put something on video. Like, I was supposed to bring a prop, but I don't know what it was. But anyway, it is what it is. There's that cam there. That's the two of us.
So we'll sign off to that one.
No, I want to sign off to my cam.
No, we'll sign off to that one. We're signing off to that one.
Our instructor said that one.
Yes.
Again, so we sign off to this one. So that's fine. Even our latest. This was Oxela my kids below. So clearly we need to cut this shit. And
we got to go.
We got to go. So obviously, guys, as you know, like the thing, retweet the thing, subscribe to the thing, and if you don't, we're gonna assume that you're a hater.
Laters.